My boyfriend, 21M, has been acting jealous about the career success I, 22F, have been experiencing, and it's starting to affect our dynamic. So this started last summer. Got a fairly good internship offer and my boyfriend was right next to me when I got the acceptance letter. Internship would have paid for my housing plus a good living stipend. It was also the only offer I got, and I was really excited for it regardless. However, instead of congratulating me, he took one glance over at the email and told me it wasn't worth it because of taxes and it was too far away. Not even a single congratulations until a week later. I accepted the offer anyways, and it was because of that I was able to even get the multiple internship offers this summer. Anyways, fast forward to now. He's in his own internship now. When he got his own offer, his family had a whole celebration for him. We also went out to celebrate too. Never did that for me, but whatever. Both of us make fairly good money now, but I make slightly more. I made an offhand comment about my paycheck once, and the mood immediately soured from his end. He said I only made more money because I'm working 3 jobs and he only has to work 1 job to make most of my check. He's always mentioning things about his job, while I always have to bring up what I'm doing. For example, I told him I was going on a good amount of trips this summer and I was pretty excited because it was all fully paid and I just like to travel. He immediately backed it up saying that he also had trips he was going to throughout the year, without even acknowledging what I said before that. The issue is that I've been supportive and happy for him when he's clearly achieved something. He's gotten a lot better with his jealousy issues this summer, but not because he's worked on his own insecurities but because he doesn't feel threatened anymore, getting his own job. Every conversation with him about work has just turned into a pissing contest and I'm honestly over it. There was one heated conversation we had where I told him that if we were really going to compare each other, that last summer it was only after I got into an internship that he started applying for internships and that I took the time to apply to dozens of applications this summer, whereas he had to ask his own dad for connections to even get into an interview for a couple of companies he was applying to. Even the work that I'm doing, he always has to make backhanded comments or is outright disinterested when I talk about the stuff I do while he yaps away about some interaction he had with a coworker, as if that's more important than what I have to say. As you can tell, resentment is building up quick. Yes, I've talked to him about it. Communicated that I'm not happy. And no, he won't change. I guess this is more of a lesson to any woman out there who is career-oriented to find a man who isn't secretly insecure of you and would support you instead of making it a contest. What would you guys do? Date. First of all, thanks to everyone who commented. I needed all the harsh advice. I want to say that I should acknowledge that I have some part in this too, in that I stuck around for this long and still willingly decided to stay with him despite the disrespect. I can say it's my age that's my excuse, but I know ultimately that it's my choice to leave him, which I have done. We're no longer together and I've cut contact with him. I think he always underestimated me and thought that I would always be less compared to him. I wrote this post just to see, even though I knew how bad his behavior was, if I was wrong in some way. I think the overwhelming majority saying to dump him and also the fact that I feel much more better about myself and knowing no one's holding me back in my career means I made the right decision, ultimately. Again, appreciate all the comments. Tildar. Learn the hard way that being with someone who's insecure about your success can erode the relationship.